Hello and welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin, and today we will be talking about the unbelievable death of Bertie Jacobs. Before I begin this video, let me thank Randy Naybarger for posting this in a local history group and bringing this story to my attention, as well as being responsible for finding the screen captures of the newspaper articles. Bertie Jacobs was a young man around 23 or 24 years of age, living in the Licking County area, and his death led to a series of nearly unbelievable circumstances. Our story begins on Sunday, January 17th, 1904, at 7:40, when a young man is found unconscious near the railroad tracks. It is unknown where he came from, but the best theory is that he fell off the train and hit his head. 20 minutes later, around 8, he is unfortunately declared dead. Now, this man is only able to be identified due to a receipt in his pocket for the Newark Advocate, a local newspaper. Now, you may have guessed, but this now deceased man was, of course, Bertie Jacobs. While coroners and city officials wanted to find Bertie's living mother, they had no idea where she was living, and unfortunately couldn't notify her of her son's death. However, the next day, the Newark Advocate printed a story of his death, and the paper found its way into the hands of the Henderson family. A member of the family read the article to an old, frail, elderly woman that had been living with them for about a week, asking if she knew the man in the article. Clara Jacobs, the older woman, was overcome with tears and emotions as she replied, saying that Bertie was her son. Plans were made right away for Clara to attend her son's funeral, but unfortunately, it was determined that her health was too poor to make the trip. The Newark Advocate once again wrote an article about Clara, about her not being able to attend the funeral, but more importantly, how the paper had been the way that she had learned about her son's death. What no one suspected is that this article would lead to Clara being reunited with her long-lost daughter. Minnie Vale, a young 27-year-old woman who was Clara's first child. When she was 3 years old, the family became separated and Minnie was adopted by a family who moved her to Iowa. Now, while Minnie was growing up in Iowa, Clara remarried, taking on the last name Jacobs. Minnie eventually left Iowa, moving east to look for her mother, but after many failed attempts, she had assumed her mother was dead. That is, until the Newark Advocate showed up at her doorstep with an article about Bertie Jacobs and his poor mother, Clara Jacobs. Minnie set off to the Henderson home to confirm that this was her long-lost mother. And it was. Tears of joy filled the room as Clara and Minnie reunited, having not seen each other for over 24 years. Minnie then headed to Clay Lick, near what is now the Black Hand Gorge area, and met her remaining brother. According to the article published by the Newark Advocate, the two agreed to build a home and care for their aged mother so she could spend her remaining days surrounded by family. And that is the unbelievable death of Bertie Jacobs, a seemingly normal death that with a simple newspaper receipt brought back together lost members of a family. I hope you guys enjoyed this story, this little peek at history that many, including myself, probably do not know about. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, as it really helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching.